Here we are going to analyze a language spoken in Mexico called Zoque. Here are some data from Zoque, and the sentences in quotes are their corresponding meanings in English. Here are the 4 questions. We will first answer the first 2 questions. Question A asks, what is the past tense suffix? And question B asks, what is the present tense suffix? So, we have to rearrange the data. At first, we found that there are 6 verbs in the data. Each of the verbs has 2 tenses, which are past tense and present tense. Then, we classify these words according to their meanings and tenses. The results are shown in this table. From the first column, we can tell the suffix of past tense is u. From the second column, we can tell the suffix of present tense is pa. Then, let's look at question C. It says, this language has some verb stems that assume 2 forms. For each verb or stem pair, give its meaning and forms. To find their forms, we remove the suffixes, so only the stems remain. And the results are shown in this table. Ka is a stem meaning die. Can is a stem meaning look. Sauce has 2 forms. Both of them mean cook. Wit also has 2 forms. Both of them mean walk. Sick also has 2 forms. Both of them mean laugh. Sick also has 2 forms. Both of them mean tear. Next, question D asks, what phonological environment determines which of the 2 forms occurs when there are 2? We knew that there are 2 types of verb stem. One type only has 1 form, and the other has 2 forms. Here we use color blue to indicate the type of verb stem that only has 1 form. Then we put the other type of verb stem, which have 2 forms, together, as shown respectively by color green and yellow. And we can discover that the difference between the 2 forms is that only one form includes a consonantal sound H, and the other does not. Now, we have to find out the environment that determines the occurrence of the 2 forms. Since we have already known that the difference between the 2 forms rely on whether the sound H exists or not, we need to find out the reason why, or in what kind of circumstances, the sound H appears or disappears. To achieve it, we can propose 2 hypotheses to see whether the sound H is inserted or whether the sound H is deleted. The first hypothesis we propose is that the sound H is inserted. In this hypothesis, we assume the form in the second column is the original form. Then, to test the hypothesis, we can respectively attach the 2 suffixes provided by the data to the original form. Here we will use word which means cook as an example. If the original form sauce is followed by the suffix u, it becomes a word sausu, whose structure is CVCV. But we know that this word does not exist in the data, and the data only shown its alternative form, saucehu, with an inserted H, whose structure is CVCCV. On the other hand, if the original form sauce is followed by another suffix, pa, it becomes an alternative form, saucepa, which does exist in the data, and whose structure is CVCCV. Comparing the 2 alternative forms, saucehu and saucepa, we found that the 2 forms have the same structure, CVCCV. Therefore, we infer that the word structure CVCCV is required by this language, and that the sound H is inserted, not only to avoid the unallowable structure CVCV, but also to conform to the required structure CVCCV. However, to confirm this hypothesis, we carefully look at the data again, and we can find that the structure CVCV also exists in the data. Therefore, we refuse this hypothesis and continue to test the second hypothesis. The second hypothesis we propose is that the sound H is deleted. In this hypothesis, we assume the form in the first column is the original form. Then to test the hypothesis in the same way, we can respectively attach the two suffixes provided by the data to the original form. Here we also use the word which means cook as an example. If the original form sauce is followed by the suffix u, it becomes a word sauce, whose structure is CVCCV, and this word does exist in the data. On the other hand, if the original form sauce is followed by the suffix pa, it becomes a word saucepa, whose structure is CVCCCV. But we found that this word does not exist in the data, and its alternative form shown in the data is saucepa, whose structure is CVCCV, in which the sound H is deleted. In this process, we discover a word which has an unusual structure, that is CVCCCV. In this structure, there is a sequence of 3 consonants. Therefore, we infer that a structure involving CCC is not allowed in this language, so the sound H is deleted to conform to the requirement of this language. Then we have to go back to the data again to see if there is any word that has a sequence of 3 consonants. After checking the data, we found that there is not any word involving the structure CCC, which includes 3 consecutive consonants. Therefore, we accept this hypothesis. Finally, we can make a conclusion to answer this question. When the verb stem ends with 2 consonants, and the first of the 2 consonants is H, there will be another form without the sound H for this verb stem. It happens when it is followed by a suffix that begins with a consonant. The reason is that the suffix that begins with a consonant will cause the formative word to have a sequence of 3 consonants, which would not be accepted in this language. Therefore, the sound H in the verb stem will be deleted to adapt to the environment, and alternative form is thus generated. It is also the reason why there are 2 forms in this type of verb stem. This is the end, and this is our group members' participation. Thank you very much for your attention.